Hi Sasha. First of all, thank you for coming today and giving this lecture here at the Tantra Festival. First of all, I want to ask you, what is your definition of Tantra?
Usually very different from what most people think it is. For me, Tantra is actually a way of life. It's a way of living. And of course, always including the sexual aspect of it, because it's the most beautiful and easiest way to see how to be able to fully accept and be in your body and live your life from that kind of a place. And understand what it's like for the male and the female energies to come together.
And how long have you been practicing Tantra?
This is quite funny because I don't think that Tantra is something that you practice. And I actually usually refrain from even using the word. And I only say that it's beautiful. Tantra. It's what I am, it's how I live, it's everything to me. But the word itself has been so misused that I always kind of steer away from that. So practicing Tantra, I don't know that that's a possibility. Tantra is something that is. It's not something that you practice.
Has it transformed your life in any possible way?
Yes, life has transformed my life very beautifully.
Can you describe it?
Living your life from a deep acceptance is always going to transform the kind of experiences that you have. So the more accepting that you are with yourself, the more accepting that you are of other people and all the experiences that come forth to you, the way that life interacts with you in response to that will be a completely different experience.
And I understand you are traveling around the world, giving courses, lectures. I don't know exactly, how do you teach this practically?
I don't teach, I share. So I don't actually have a home base right now. I just travel, moving around the planet, sharing with people the understanding that I have of different things, and more importantly, showing them a taste of something different. And that's where the real learning happens from.
And how exactly do you show them this?
Well, actually, people can learn through many different aspects. On a very logistical level, I do private sessions. I do a certain style of energy work called Nirvana body work that was created by one of the most beautiful men that I have ever met in my life, named Shantam Nityama. And it's a very powerful work that allows for a person to really experience themselves. So that's one aspect of my sharing. The other one is I also give workshops as well, where people get to have information that they take in and then also be able to experience the information through their own felt sense experience in exercises. And if a person is really paying attention, they can learn a whole lot just being in the presence of somebody. So you can even just allow for somebody to sit near you, communicate with you, and if they're paying attention, they will get a whole lot of the energetic things that are involved in the interaction.
And do you meet the people more times or just once? Or do they follow you in some way?
For workshops, of course, I do different kinds of workshops, so people come for the different kinds of experiences. As far as the private sessions go, my intention always is to give them enough to really transform their life initially, where they don't have to come back. I'm not here to babysit anybody. I'm here to just show people something and enough for them to have all the tools and have whatever that they need to do their own work and to have life support them and show them what's necessary.
And how did you discover Tantra?
How did I discover it? How do you discover something that is life? For me, Tantra is life, so I don't understand how to discover something that is actually everywhere. But what I will say is that I met Shantam Nityama, the man that I spoke to you about, and he revealed a whole lot to me that I was unaware of at the time. So I had always had interest in a lot of the spiritual things, a lot around sexuality, and a lot around energy. but never actually understood how to bring all those pieces together to make it be of service to people. So when I met Nityama, he basically showed me a whole other way of being and how to take all these interests that I had, add more knowledge and understanding to it, and then be able to share it with the planet.
And do you think it's suitable for the modern people on this planet nowadays?
Most definitely. I feel that if people don't wake up and start to change in how they live their life, they will continue to be in the difficulty that they're in at this point. If I could have one message to share with people at this point, is for them to really start to inquire into themselves so that they could feel who they are from the inside out and have all of their ways of being on the planet coming from that natural energy, meaning being as authentic as they possibly can. And that will allow for the intelligence to be creative and really make some changes on the planet, and for them to experience and enjoy their lives at a much deeper level.
One more question. Do you teach any methods?
No. It's like I said, what I do is a sharing. It's experiential. I may share information and understanding that I have, but I would never want to program people more with things after they've already been so deeply programmed. So if you give somebody rules, methods, and programs, you're actually adding to the buildup of information that they already have that they need to get rid of in order for them to really understand who they are from the inside out. Each person is very individual. So if there's anything that I'm able to do and assist with, it's actually assisting people in understanding and letting go of all of this information they've accumulated so they get back to themselves.
Do you follow any particular lineage, tantric lineage?
The Sasha Cobra lineage. I'm just kidding. No, absolutely not. Life is all around. If you pay attention, life is communicating to you all the time. Life and your own intelligence, your own higher being. And that's really those are the only two things that people ever need to be listening to and following. It would absolutely be of no benefit for anybody to follow anybody else. Only your own self. It may be of assistance for you to be around an individual that could assist you in getting back to yourself. And then once you have that taste of yourself, follow that.
Okay, thank you very much for coming.